Alright, so here we are for another episode of the Legacy Rebuild series. So I think in this episode we're going to try to do some of the same old stuff that we've kind of been doing just because it's been actually working and actually getting us progress on the account altogether. But I also want to do new stuff on the way to our goal to the 1 bill. So I think in this episode we may try to explore doing some clue scrolls. Since I hear clue scrolls are really good money, so we're going to try to be doing some hard clue scrolls just because it's a lot easier to actually solve the puzzles rather than just doing elite clues because those are kind of just annoying to do altogether. And with the lack of movement from actually playing in Legacy, I feel like it's just going to be more convenient to do hard clues. But I'll do just a couple caskets in this episode, see if we get lucky. So I kind of want to try and do the ED2, the dragon raid one. So just because that one is a lot easier for us to do with our bow, we'll be able to utilize some dragon bane arrows, which will increase our damage to dragons altogether. That raid actually has some of the most expensive items. So I think one of the items in there is actually worth around 200 mil as well. So it's not too bad. I'm going to try to give that a shot in this episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. Real quick before the video starts, I have a small goal of actually reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys are enjoying the content, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing to help support the channel. Thanks, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, well, we finished off our little clue scroll grind that we were actually working on here. So we, inside the our little clue bag here, we have a total of 10 hard clue scroll caskets, which we're going to just be opening right now. Kind of overdoing clue scrolls already and kind of burnt out from doing them. So I may just go ahead and move on to doing elite dungeon after this. And if we're not able to actually complete the full elite dungeon, then I guess we'll just end up doing other bosses such as Araxor, or maybe just going back to getting some more slivers. Because if you guys notice here in my coin pouch, I am now at 200 million coins in this video. And that is because the enchantment that we made in the last video actually ended up selling. So that's good news for us. Let's go ahead and open up these caskets. So hopefully we get something, or at least some fortunate components would be okay. Just to know that our time wasn't, a complete waste from actually doing that. So let's go ahead and see what we could get. Okay, so we got our first little fortunate component there for 1.5 million coins. 5 mil, we got a puzzle skipping, so we're not gonna... Okay, accidentally clicked the tile biowana. Teleport for whatever reason, I don't know why I did that, but I guess we're gonna be opening them. I guess we're gonna be opening it here now. Alright, let's see what we get. So this one is a reroll. Into 2 mil, we did get an item, so we got enchanted hat. Actually, did we get 2 items there? 2.9 mil. Oh, we did. So we got 2 items there, so not too bad. 150k, so we'll go ahead and reroll this one into another fortunate component. Nice. Wow, so I'm actually looking at the wiki right now, and it says if you get 20k coins, that means you got a failed roll for a barrow's die. So I'll put that up on screen right now, just to show that I'm not actually, lying about this. But it says indicates a failed roll for a barrow's die, and if you click on the actual interaction button it has on the wiki, it takes you to the 20k coins. So that's pretty upsetting to see that this could have been our first ever die on the account altogether, not gonna lie. Okay, 140k for this one, so we'll reroll again. 2.9 mil into another fortunate component. 1.4 mil, 1.6 mil, and another 1.4 into 200, which we're gonna just go ahead and reroll into a master clue. But no other fortunate components from that, so everything else was probably sent to the bank. So we're gonna go ahead and just sell everything off here at the max guild. I think we made maybe around a little less than 10 mil. Okay, so we sold everything off and we're now at 221 mil, which means I think we did actually make a little bit more than 10 mil. I actually thought we got under it, but I forgot that we also got the puzzle skipping ticket, and those tickets are actually pretty expensive. They go for almost nearly 5 mil. But now we're going to go ahead and just gear up, and we're going to go try our first attempt at elite dungeons. Okay, so we actually managed to make it to our first boss of the encounter. Now, so far, the worst part for me has been actually clearing the celestial dragons, just because they start to heal back their health, and I have no way of actually being able to stun them to prevent them from doing, from actually healing back all their health. So I'm hoping this boss isn't too bad. I mean, I have some dragon bane arrows. I'm hoping with these dragon bane arrows we're going to be able to do a lot more damage. I may have to switch to maybe a DPS familiar for these raids in general, not going to lie, because honestly using a pack-yak is pretty convenient and everything, but I feel like in the long term it's going to end up hurting me and my damage over time. Oh, we're not even using our full damage. No wonder I wasn't hitting too hard on them. Okay, we'll be fine here. We'll just go like this. You should be able to kill this right here. Okay, now we should be able to do some big damage numbers on this guy. Let's put on our Book of War too, because we have it off. I'm not sure if bringing the Wyvern crossbow would be better than using our Dragon Bane arrows. Then we get the Ruby procs as well, and these guys have pretty high health pools. Putting in some work though, we're hitting the thousands with our Dragon Bane arrows, so it's not too bad. It may just be a 2 rotation though to be able to do this. Alright, and he's about to dive. We hit a 950 here. Nope. Alright, should be dead though. Alright, we killed our first boss of the Elite Dungeon though. It took us only 2 minutes. Took us only 2 minutes and 30 seconds to actually kill it, though there was a lot of work to actually kill him. To actually even get to him to begin with, but he didn't really give us anything good. Sadly, we're gonna keep going through this dungeon and see if we could actually end up beating the whole thing. Alright, so we managed to make it to the second boss of the Elite Dungeon, but I think for this one we also ended up switching our magic spellbook to actually Lunars so that we could actually utilize the Disruption Shield. We're going to do that to actually tank his egg attack just because it's a lot more convenient to do it that way. I'm hoping this boss doesn't take as long as some of the other ones that we've done in the past. So let's see how we do in this boss fight here. Okay, so we managed to lower him down to around half HP already. It's been almost 5 minutes in the entire instance. So far so good though. We're looking good on food. We still have a full pack yak nearly. So I mean, I think if we bring a DPS from it, it'd be a lot better for us, so I'm not even gonna lie. We keep taking these little mistakes every here and there, and I think if we were to actually avoid these things, we would actually be doing pretty well. Alright, and the boss should be just about dead here. We're on the last 1k health, so last mechanic shouldn't really even matter. We'll just move out the way of this. It's pretty easy to dodge. Okay, we managed to kill this boss now. Not too bad. I've yet to get a single drop from this boss in all my normal runs in EOC and in Legacy, so this boss is just really unlucky for us. I have gotten a drop in the last one, but this one has just been always completely unlucky for us. But that boss fight wasn't really too bad. It's just really time consuming. That's what I've noticed with Legacy. Like, the bosses aren't much more difficult. At least majority of them aren't much more difficult. It just takes a lot longer to actually kill them and makes them more annoying to deal with them in Legacy than if you were to do it in EOC. So alright, so we finally made it to the final boss of this Elite Dungeon. The question is, will we be able to actually kill him? I did end up bringing some Dominion Mines here just because they're not too expensive, and that's really going to help with the hand phase of this boss. But I think we should be able to actually do this boss though. It shouldn't be that much harder than the other one we just did, so we're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see how things go. Okay, so here we are. We're now at the black hand phase. We just got to kill all 4 of these hands that just spawned around the boss itself. It's more of just a DPS check, which is pretty easy though. You just kind of soul split AFK it. We could take as long as we basically want here. There's not really any rush besides, you know, just getting a faster kill time. These Dominion Mines should play a big role in actually helping take out these hands, so should be relatively fast though. We did phase them here. Not too bad though. It took about a minute to actually phase them to the black hand phase. So it didn't actually take too long as I thought it was probably going to take. Alright, let's go ahead and do this again because I don't know what the hell I did in that last run, but I ended up trolling and just killing myself somehow. I ended up running under him even though I knew that he was phasing, so I don't know why I did that. So let's try this again, and I guess I'll be back when he's close to death again. Alright, so we're on the last 2k health or so of this boss now. So this time we didn't make any mistakes. We didn't even touch our yak. So yeah, we could clearly do this without using any of the other supplies here. But you should be pretty much dead here now. Shouldn't need to repot or anything. So just go ahead and kill him. All right, there it is. We killed him. And in total, we get 59 Onyx Bolt Tips and 7 Draconic Energies. All right, let's go check the chest and see how much we made. All right, so it looks like we made a mistake here. We actually didn't even clear the Elite Dungeon chest. Totally forgot to actually check it before we actually started this, so I actually have no idea how much we made. I know we got an Onyx in this run, and I know we also got 7 Draconic Energies from this. So I guess we're gonna have to just, you know, bank these items specifically. But every other item in here, I don't know what's mine and what I did or didn't get. So we're just gonna say that's the total loot. It was just those energies and just that one Onyx, because I don't know what else I actually got from doing this actual run. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We kind of just, wasted our time there not being able to actually get the full chest. But, it's okay. It was just mainly for the experience. I don't think I'll be coming back here to actually do this dungeon again, just because, I feel like I need more people to actually complete it, to be efficient with it, because I just completed so slow. It took me maybe close to an hour to actually complete this whole dungeon run. And just to not even get anything, like it's just really hard to actually make consistent money from this. It would take so long to actually get a drop from doing it this way that it's just completely not worth it. So I think so far the best money maker we've had has been slivers. So I think I'm going to go back there for a couple more hours and see if we could get another enchantment, since that seems to really boost our money on this account, because that's the most profitable money making method we have been able to find on this legacy rebuild series. So if you guys have another suggestion for money making methods, please go ahead and leave it down in the comments. But besides that, we're going to go ahead and just jump into getting some more slivers back at the ED4 Zami dungeon. Okay, so I've kind of just been AFKing here at the outside of Croesus's lair, just because I don't think I could find a lobby to actually do Croesus. I mean, I've really been wanting to do some Croesus, but I just don't think that, anyone would actually take me in legacy mode, just because I lack the all the abilities to actually move around quickly and efficiently, and I feel like I'm just going to be holding back teams. I tried just joining into a public match, but the public matches seem to be dead. So as an alternative instead, I've been just fishing here at the colonizer Varrock cards while I play, other games on the side, just to take a little bit of a break from, constant grind every single day, just to get something a little bit different. But anyways, these big pages here are going for apparently 14 to 15 million coins right now. So there's quite a bit of demand for these pages at the moment. So I figured we'd go ahead and get some just get some troves and see if we could get lucky with any of these pages, which we managed to actually get 2. So since we have our Pontifex ring, we actually get 2 guaranteed manuscripts of Bic every time we do actually manage to snag some. So the total maximum amount you would actually get is 3, but the minimum is 2. So we managed to pull only 2. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing for the past few hours here. Alright, so we just finished our first hour here at Croesus. This is our first ever group boss encounter that we've done on the series. I did need to actually get a refresher, so I actually went into the Croesus Friends chat and I actually asked someone for some help here. So I had this guy Legend actually help me out. He was really nice and really open to actually helping me. He brought me in for like a little bit of a learner session. He was kind of just guiding me while the session was going on. I made a few mistakes, but we managed to recover. Sadly, we didn't get any drops in our names, but one of our teammates actually did manage to pull a Crypt Bloom top drop. So that's pretty cool to see. And also the person who also showed us also received a manuscript. So that's 15 mil in his name, so that's good for him. There is another person that actually was going to help me out tomorrow. His name is Tabor511. So, if you're watching this, shout out to you for giving me, a helping hand and, offering to help me out tomorrow with Croesus. So hopefully we could get some sessions in with him tomorrow. So we're going to just be doing a little bit of Croesus for a bit, see if we could grab any upgrades. Maybe, I feel like Croesus is going to be a really fun boss to do. It's pretty chill. I'm having a good time doing this boss. I don't really get the 400 points that we're supposed to be getting. I currently average around 300, 350 points or so. But let's go ahead and check the reward chest for the hour and see how much we made. Okay, not too bad. So we made 4.9 mil, only 5 mil. We did get some Elder Troves though, so we could actually take these and open them right now. And hopefully we could get a manuscript. If not, it's okay. See what we pull. Ooh, nice. We did get some manuscripts. So this just increased our hour right here. Look at how much these 3 are going to be. A nice 42 mil in the bag from doing Croesus. So yeah, I'm going to just be doing this for a little bit longer. This is a really fun boss to do. And it gives me a chance to actually interact with some other people in the community looking to boss. So alright, so we're here at Croesus once again, still just been grinding this boss. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, since it's our only bit of group content that we could actually do without actually being too disruptive about it. I mean, most people are really against actually me coming here with legacy mode, but there's a few people such as Bor here who managed to actually take us. So like I said, shout out to Bor for actually bringing us here, along with the other person that took us the other day. His name was Legend Dreams. So shout out to these 2 nice people for bringing me along with them to do some Croesus with them. And I've just been kind of here. So far, the hardest part has been just traversing this little path right here, because you have to be really careful where you step, as opposed to when you're doing it in EOC. In EOC, you could kind of just, fly through everything, but in Legacy, you have to be really careful with your step, because any little misstep is going to lead to me making a mistake, thus slowing down the whole process as a whole, and it makes the whole thing a whole lot stressful for me. So I have to just be constantly on my feet, making sure, I always have stuff like Crystal Mask on, and just paying attention. So like right here, for example, I have to step away to make sure the smoke lands over here. So I'm trying to be as efficient as I possibly can just to make sure, you know, everything goes smoothly for my other teammates. I don't want to be, you know, dragging them down. So all right, so we just about finished the hour of Croesus. So right after we finish chopping down the rest of his health bar here, we're gonna go ahead and just check the actual chest and see how much money we made in this hour. Usually on average I make 15 to 30 mil every hour doing Croesus right now, just because the big page is so expensive, like I mentioned before. But so far it's been really fun doing this boss. So I'm really enjoying doing some group content. So let me know if you guys would be okay with me doing actually splits. I actually came up in this conversation with Boar here, talking about actually deciding whether splits would be okay for this series, since I'm technically taking money from someone else's drops. I personally said it probably wouldn't be okay with the series, but let me know what you guys actually think about that. And ooh, nice. We actually managed to see Crypt Bloom Bottoms. Someone in our team actually got it. Unfortunately, it wasn't in our name, but at least the Iron Man got it, so that's nice to see. Let's oh, actually we also got another manuscript of Bic too, so that's pretty fat. Nice. So the total chest loot came out to about 47 million coins. Not bad. We also have some Elder Troves here, which we're gonna open up maybe for, let's see, good luck us. Maybe we get some more manuscripts. All right, no more manuscripts, but you know, that's pretty good. You know, we made 45 mil in this 1 hour of Croesus. That's why I've been really enjoying it. You know, the money here is really good for, you know, it's really low requirements to actually enter here too. So, you know, it's something that I'm really enjoying doing. Let me know if you guys actually want me to host any other group events like this in the future. If you guys would like to join, you know, I'd love to have more of you who are watching the channel to come join us for some PVM. You know, that'd be something that I think would be really fun. All right, guys, so it finally happened. Just right now in this previous kill, I had to, you know, quickly turn on my recorder to actually record this actual drop we just got, but we just got ourselves an incomplete Crypt Bloom top drop. This is actually our first ever drop here at Croesus as well. We kind of got a back-to-back. I mean, we got a manuscript of Bic too. That's also worth another 15 mil on top of the actual items that we have. So we're actually, with that Crypt Bloom top, that really boosted our overall GP on the account for this series. And I think we may actually be able to finish the series here in this episode if we get maybe either one more drop, because I actually have a lot of slivers that I've actually just been doing while I was just AFKing stuff on this game. And I've kind of just been camping those slivers just because of how good the money actually is. So I have quite a few of those actually saved up. So I may actually just finish off the series here by just finishing off those slivers. And then from either getting another drop here in this hour or getting the actual slivers done. So once we get either one of those done, the series should be done in this episode. Okay, so here we are. We finally reached our goal of 1 billion coins on the Legacy Rebuild series. So right here is the remainder of the items that we actually have on the account. I've actually been going ahead and selling off everything that we actually have into the Grand Exchange here. We did all the archaeology that we needed to be able to build the last of these slivers that we actually got from Zami. And from Zami, the total loot from the chest was around 40 million once we sold everything off that we actually had during our grind for getting all these slivers. But with those slivers that we had, we managed to make 2 enchantments of Dispelling and another enchantment of Affliction here. The total coins we had before we actually started doing this grind again, it was around 600 million coins. Actually, maybe closer to around 580 million coins, because we sold off the Crypt Bloom top that we got in this video as well. Well, I kind of can't really see it anymore since I actually ended up, you know, selling a bunch of stuff off before I actually started recording. But we also did sell off these 1,000 clean spirit weeds, which was from the farm runs that we actually started. Unfortunately, we didn't gather, you know, that many herbs as we probably would have wanted, but if we would have started sooner, we probably would have. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and try to sell off the remainder of these items. And if all these tend to sell close to mid, and if all these items sell for around mid price, we should hit our goal of 1 billion coins on this account. And there it is, guys. 1 billion coins has just been achieved with the last item. Actually selling for a little bit less than the 200 mil that we had hoped, but it sold for 181 mil. We sold back the Wyvern crossbow that we started with at the beginning of the series. And we also sold off these 2 enchantments of Dispelling. They actually oversold for what they were actually going for. So they sold for 80 mil each. So that's pretty nice to see. But this was actually a really tough series to actually do. Not even gonna lie, there was a lot of bosses that we were actually locked out of doing to actually make money from. So a lot of the high-end bosses that tend to be, you know, insane GP per hour, such as, you know, Telos or Zami, you know, those sort of bosses, we were not able to actually do them while we were in while we were doing this Legacy series, because a lot of people wouldn't bring us, and I don't even think we would have been able to survive the whole, you know, rotation of doing the bosses and everything. So we had to just avoid doing the high-end content. We had to just kind of be creative with the way we made money during this Legacy series. rebuild. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning into this series, and let me know if you guys would like me to do another series similar to this, but instead of doing legacy, we'll just do normal EOC. We'll do a 0 to 1 bill rebuild series, doing evolution of combat instead, and just see how much more quickly we could actually get to our goal of 1 billion coins using EOC compared to actually doing legacy. So legacy took around maybe 5 episodes or so. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.